everyone. I'm Siti Aisyah. How are you today? I hope you're in good condition. Alhamdulillah, thanks to Allah because we great to still together today knowledge from this webinar, even though it must be done online. May we stay healthy always. I hope you're in good condition. Thank you for choosing me as a for today's webinar. This webinar carries the theme of culinary as cultural identity. What is culinary? In a manner of etymological in translation of the word in English, this word comes from Latin language culinarius, which is derived the word culina, which means kitchen, where to cook food has a universal meaning, namely the transformation, mainly the transformation of nature that leads to culture. Well, culinary is a great concept about food. Thus, culinary is an element of culture which is related with historical roots, colonialism, myth, religion, and value in society. From the description of culinary, which is multicultural, cultural identity globally, culinary Indonesian culinary is not immune from the influence of communication across these cultures. Indonesian culinary has a very wide spectrum which expands archipelago and has strategic implications for the realization of dialogue between nations and that most importantly has the biological wealth that can be transformed into food ingredients. Well, as you can see from these pictures on screen, for example, Bandung is known for its peyem or tape singkong. Madura and Betawi is known with its soto. For Minang, it's known with beef rendang. We are commonly used seeing this food, and we often heard the terms of "you are what you eat." We are what you eat, or you are what you eat, shows an inner identity culture of one community, even more so broad, can show the identity of a nation. Often, although not always, what is used as a marker to designate the uniqueness of an area or a certain place is the regional food or known as culinary. Um, so food and habits are connected. For example, let's see here. Say that Minangkabau mixed is known for its firm, tough, and aggressive nature due to their habit of consuming lots of meat and spicy food. While Japanese people are flexible, it is easy to mingle with people from other tribes, though they are bit, even though they are a bit shy. Japanese politeness and hospitality make people happy to hang out with them. It's because the foods are usually taste better than food in common. Like another example, uh, for another example, wait. For another example, let's see here. For inconvenience, for the example, Sundanese people tends to like more salty and spicier food than Japanese people, not Japanese. I'm sorry. And yes, Indonesian. Oh, this one. You might have heard bistik. Bistik is basically like steak, but in modification, like this one here, you can see. For example, this steak recipe is mimicry of steak, so it's similar to steak from Western food. At first glance, the same. The difference they are same, but the difference is the sauce. The sauce is modified, so it comes with Indonesian people better, especially Japanese. So it has taste of the Japanese. Indonesian likes to use a lot of herbs in their dish, right? And among Mangkunegarang and Kraton Kasunan Solo, mimicry from state to state solo examples are interesting to display. Another example is like custard pudding, who mimicry to become a pop tart in Minahasa, North Sulawesi. And yes, culinary avoidance as a cultural identity in globalization with cross-cultural communication is an ongoing construction process, no stopping. Cultural identity is never stable and keep fluctuating. I'm sorry for the loud noise here. Yes, let me repeat again. Cultural identity is never stable and keep fluctuating. So culinary will always expanding each day. Like there will always another food to explore from, especially from Indonesia, who has many culture. In conclusion, this is increasingly evident acceleration the process with the openness of the mass media, which was spurred by advances in information technology, and there is an element of power in it. So uh, that is the end of the material for webinar today. Do you have any questions?
Me,
One, do you have any questions?
I want to ask, what are the
Please turn
differences
on your
between
mic. Do you have
non-traditional
any
and
questions?
traditional food?
I'm sorry, there's problem on my audio. Yes, please speak. First guest, please.
I want to ask,
Yes.
what are the differences between non-traditional and traditional food?
Well, traditional food is food that uses from natural surroundings, and cook the cook ways is still traditional. Foods that the food use ingredients from nature, but made from utensils, modern utensils, and the traditional food is usually an imitation food in colonialization. For example, food from the community who live in remote areas or countryside, and food in rituals such as soto, lontong, gudeg Jogja, serabi. And meanwhile, non-traditional food is adjusted foreign food with Indonesian taste in globalization, such as KFC served with rice and chili sauce, pizza with rendang topping, and many more. Next question, please. Next question, please. Yes, please, next question. Yes, number 2.
I want to ask something, Miss.
Yes.
What are Indonesian famous food?
Thank you for asking. There are so many Indonesian famous foods such as rendang, nasi goreng, satay, babi guling, gado-gado, and more. Well, another fact, Westerns loves to eat salad. So they love gado-gado because gado-gado is similar to salad, but the difference is gado-gado is more savory and has richer taste in the sauce than common salad they used to eat. Yes, thank you. Next question. Guess number 3.
What is the meaning of fusion food?
Fusion food is a cuisine that combines elements of different culinary traditions that originate from different countries, regions, and cultures. Cuisines of this type are not categorized according to any one particular cuisine style and have played a part in innovations of many contemporary restaurants cuisines since 1970s. Thank you. Last question, please. Last questions. Last questions,
What
please.
are the example of Indonesian, what are the example of Indonesian food?
Indonesian food or Indonesian fusion food?
Indonesian fusion food, sorry.
Um, well, there are several Indonesian fusion food, such as, for example, bakmi truffle. Usually, truffle is used in Western food, such as pasta, but one of the restaurants in Indonesia served bakmi with truffle. It's surprisingly good because noodles is basically pasta, but in different form. Uh, and noodles are usually chewier than pasta, and noodle and cream is actually a perfect combination, especially when it's served with truffle. I think it's enough for the Q&As. I hope it will be useful for you guys someday. And maybe if you can, maybe someday you can introduce Indonesian food and culture to the world. Thank you for participating in this webinar. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yes, good morning everyone. I would like to thank you all for coming today. Let's start our meeting by praying together. Thank you.
Okay, we are here today to discuss about our event, Food as Cultural Identity. Since we have yet decided who will be a speaker for the webinar later, do you guys have any suggestion?
How about we invite professional lecturers from Ministry of Culture and Tourism?
Sounds good, but will they be able to be our webinar speaker? Are they busy and full book for this year? I get the information from my friend who works there.
Oh, I think it's better if we recruit the speaker from our team to reduce costs as well because our team also has several people who are quiet profession in this field because our webinar is related to be a tourism sector.
Well, maybe our speaker is Aisyah, who has mastered food and culture.
Well, I would love to. That sounds okay for me.
Alright, the speaker has already been decided. How about the dress code and the decoration?
Oh, about the dress code is formal white shirt or batik or okay. Since this webinar event is held online, so for decoration, I think we can use customized background. I think has created the design for our Zoom background, right, Adit?
Right. I have sent the design to our technician team who will be record and handling our meeting.
Who is the technician? Have you done prepared things for the webinar?
Yes, it's me. I am done with the preparation. The meeting will be recorded. It can be shared online and also for our documentation.
Fauzan, have you posted the webinar poster?
Oh yeah. Fauzan or Adit, you can answer.
Yes,
Fauzan or
there are
Adit?
also 10 people who are interested in participant or webinar. I have sent them the link invitation.
Oh, great. We hold it even online at the same time to reduce physical contact during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay, any final thoughts before we close the meeting?
Oh, I think it's enough.
Okay. I think it's enough for today. We will meet again at the next meeting. Thank you for the time and have a nice day. Thank you.